I've had it up to here! Haven't I told you 1,000 times already? Get the hell out! Just wait! Can I have that? I need something to calm my fingers! Thanks! That was close! Now take your stuff and get out! Now! You again! You shouldn't be wondering that the strangest accident and I have an alibi! Anything else? Do I have to explain it to you with puppets? Mealtime ended long ago! The only thing that I'm still cooking today is food for Mother Superior's cat! And the food for Mother Superior herself! Or I should say I would. But my knife disappeared. And on top of that, the stove in the cellar has gone out. So I couldn't cook anything anyway. However, the most important thing is that Mother Superior still wanted to send a recipe to me. You don't happen to have it on you, do you? No recipe? Yeah, then there's no reason for you to be here! Forget the recipe! As long as the stove in the cellar is out, I won't be cooking anything anyway! Don't bother! I won't be able to cook without my knife anyway! When I get my hands on the child that stole my knife, they'll be amazed with all the things a knife can do!
At least this is a regular animal motif. But do you think it also conveys really important values?
Of course it did. Guinea pigs were cute and small, but always cheerful. Lily always tried to follow their example.
Well, if you say so. Come back in a few minutes. If you don't bother me, I won't take long. Just have to find out what she thinks of my latest banner.
Once again, Lil only mother.
Birgit has finally finished the new banner, but what's that? A small, dirty guinea pig? Birgit didn't really make this, did she? That can't be true. Can I not rely on anyone here? Just you wait. She'll get what's coming to her.
The banner was a disgrace. Get rid of it!
I can't even tell you how disappointed I am in you, Birgit. This is the worst job I've seen in my entire career. But don't talk back. You are bad. I will probably have to strip you of all your awards, prizes, and Girl Scout badges. You no longer deserve any of them.
But I only did what?
Hogwash! Do you really wish to contradict me? I can't believe how low you've sunk, Birgit. A guinea pig? It's unbelievable! Your work is an insult to the entire convent. Get rid of it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Your whining won't make up for your failures. Just in case you decide not to waste my time with your ineptitude anymore. Here is a motif that's worth immortalizing on a banner. The puma. Strong, precise, dignified. A symbol of self-control.
Stop that! I need that as a...
Lily would have liked to comfort Birgit. But on the other hand, it really was her own fault. Lily hoped for Birgit's sake that she would try a little harder with the puma motif. As long as no one forbade her, Lily would keep everything she found on her, even if she might not have enough space in her pockets. As long as no one as long as no one even as long as no even as long as even if
Please stay off the slabs, okay? You're interfering with... What's that for? If you really want to help, then decipher the symbols on the stone slabs. I think I'm drilling in the wrong spot. Don't you know anyone who's good at history? What's that for? If you really... I think I'm... Don't you know... You seem so tense.
Lily would have liked to tell him.
Well, if you need anything, I worry about you, you know.
Stop that! I need that.
The hook was only meant for the tea kettle. The hook was only meant for the tea. There seemed to be some kind of bracket up on the wall, but Lily couldn't continue without more light. There seemed to but li-
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Lily didn't think that Lumpy would eat it. Lily didn't want to spoil plans with. Lily had a basic. You took out the. It was the perfect place to get rid of the detonator.
What's that? Well, what do you have there?
Lily could finally use the hairpin.
Does it have to blink like that?
Lily closed the door again to keep Memphis's hiding place safe.
Lily?
Something seemed to be wrong with Lily's ears today. She kept hearing all these sounds. Perfect. The hairpin fit exactly into the holes.
What? Do we know each other? How rude of me. I forgot to tell you, how it used to be. When the pyramids were built, I was the chief flogger on the north side. Yes, in my life I've unified. Unified Tibet, I said. Back then, I served as a carpet beater under 3 different Dalai Lamas. For one of them, I was even there as a rebirth assistant in the maternity ward. It was very different from the year I was an interior decorator for the Mayas. Build a mythical sliding puzzle here, hide a few artifacts in dark alcoves over there. Oh, yes, I was building secret crypts when you were still in the indie band Inquisition Overload. But it flopped, unfortunately. The time wasn't right for that kind of music. Plus, our drummer had the plague. I got old. So old that all I'm good for now is as an exhibition piece for history class. I'll get to that in a moment. First, I wanted to tell you, telling stories takes a lot of skill. That's why I worked for a while as an exhibition piece for history class in a convent school. I just had to tell stories about my adventures once a week. For example, how I used to excavate secret crypts with the Templars below the school chapel. Or about my time as a lighting assistant for the moon landing. What? I must have dropped off for a moment. But I was just going to tell you an exciting story from my past. Was it the story of how I tried to navigate to Cape Town and ended up discovering the Eurasian continent? Oh, I know. I wanted to tell you how I helped the Templar Knights build the convent chapel, right? I was particularly happy because I had eaten a banana. Or was I sad because all there was to eat was coconuts again? No, the coconuts were when the Trojan mayor gave me the key to the city for my heroic valor. Or was my heroic valor while building dikes in Atlantis? But I think I had an apple that day. Wasn't I a little more sleepy in Atlantis? And angry while building the chapel? Oh, what poppycock. I'm getting everything mixed up. Fortunately, I created a memory aid just for this anecdote, so that I'd remember the location of the secret crypts below the convent chapel. Uh-oh, someone tidied up the shelf. That's where the objects for my 3 E's should be. Emotion, engagement, and eating. Now I can't make a fool of myself. Now let's see. Hmm? What? Do we know each other? Oh, wait. Wasn't I just about to tell you something? Fortunately, I created a memory aid just for this anecdote. Ah, exactly. Now I remember. On that day, I was particularly angry. We had just laid the stone slabs in the chapel when the Templar Knights returned from a secret meeting. They examined my work and praised me for doing a heroic job. Then they gave me a coconut. It was one of the greatest days of my life. Here, I even still have the book in which I wrote everything down, including the meaning of the secret Templar symbols on the stone slabs. And now please leave me alone. All this reminds me too much of how I once helped a little girl uncover the mystery of the secret crypt below the chapel. One day I really have to tell you that story.
Lily would have liked to hear another anecdote, but she didn't want to wake up the old man. The book contained the recorded memories of the elders. Most of it was faded. Only the chapter on the construction of the convent chapel was still legible. That would certainly interest Frank.
What's the matter now? My goodness, that does look very interesting. Let's see. At least those are the same symbols as on the stone slabs, but the pattern is full of gaps. I'm a pro when it comes to riddles. That's why all I need is a single glance to be able to declare without a doubt that, yes, this is a riddle. But the solutions page seems to be missing. This book is useless to me like that. Unless, of course, you have the solution. Yes! Yes! That has to be it! I have solved the mystery! Thanks for holding the book all this time. You're blocking the way. May I?
As soon as Frank stopped drilling, Lily was finally able to draw Garrett out of his shell. Lily crouched inside the confession booth and waited. All was quiet in the chapel, except for Frank, who could barely contain his excitement.
Wow! If these bones aren't evidence of a church conspiracy, I'll eat Tom Hanks's double chin. And what's that? Hey, this just keeps going. Let me just drill through this stone slab and... But that's a sword! A real Templar sword! It's incredible! Man, it sure is wedged in tightly. I hope that isn't a load-bearing strut beam.
The impact echoed through the entire church. Lily was tempted to look, but then she heard approaching steps.
It's so blissfully quiet. I can finally take up my listening post again.
Hey, what's going on? Is that you, Lily? Do you think that's funny? Let me out, now!
Lily felt uncomfortable about it. Locking someone into a confession booth was probably not appropriate for a well-behaved girl. On the other hand, she was doing Edna a big favor. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
So Garrett is out of the picture. Very good. But I'm still in danger. Before I can leave the convent, you have to help me cover my tracks. The doctor can't find out that I was ever here. Could you do that for me? Great. Let's see. First, you have to get rid of the balloon that I left in the main hall. It even has my portrait on it. The doctor would recognize me immediately. I also played with firecrackers down by the school clock. Let's just say it was part of a weather experiment, and I would have succeeded if I'd had a real DeLorean. You can't imagine how hard it is to get a lawnmower up to 80 miles per hour. And of course, you have to remove the inscription on the swing tree. It hurts me just as much as you, but I could hardly leave the doctor better evidence that I was here than that. Do you think you can handle all that? Thank you, Lily. You're the best. And? Have you destroyed all the evidence already? No time to chat. First, we have to destroy the evidence. And by we, I mean you. Have you gotten rid of my balloon yet? That really shouldn't be so difficult. I let it go in the main hall. If we're unlucky, it'll have floated all the way up to under the roof of the tower. But with all the junk hanging up there, I'd be very surprised. Support beams, spider webs, bad feelings, and especially the giant chandelier. It probably got caught up somewhere. What a great story! Save it. As long as my firecrackers is still hanging from the school clock, there's no time to lose. You have to get up there somehow. Yourself. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so anxious. Until the inscription on the tree is gone, I'm sure Dr. Marcel will find me. But how can we possibly get rid of it? Now that you've driven off the termites, working the tree wood will be hard. I took a knife from the cafeteria once, and even that barely left a scratch on the bark. I wonder what Doris uses to cut the pumpernickel in the mornings. She must have some other tools. I'm sorry that I can't help you, but I can't risk Dr. Marcel finding me. You know what they say about him. It's all true. Except the story with the orangutan. I made that one up.
Oh. Hello, Lily. I was just thinking of Riot Girl. Riot Girl is totally cool because Riot Girl wears Shibuya clothes. Don't you think that's totally fascinating? Suka also thinks that Riot Girl is totally cool. And Suka likes Shibuya too. Shibuya is totally cool. Don't you think so too? Yeah, it certainly makes you think. I think way too much about things like that. My brain is getting all fuzzy. But Riot Girl is cool, right?
Apparently, Birgit had set down her work, but she had completed the banner with the puma motif. Too bad that Lily couldn't congratulate her on the good job she'd done anymore.
Lily, I really have to ask you something. Do you like me? Thank goodness. I wasn't really sure, because there's something on my mind. It's about my feelings, and I'd like to ask you a really huge favor. Would you do something for me? Really? Wow, I'm so excited. Okay, calm down, Capu. So, would you give this letter to Shy? I really have to meet her. So, could you just give her the letter? Man, that's so cool of you. You're really the best, Lily.
Oh, what fabulous thing do you have there? Is it for me by any chance?
Lily hesitated. Certainly not because she begrudged Shy her meeting with Capu. No. She was worried. Who knew what sort of things could be in the envelope? A snake? A scorpion? The anthrax virus? In the end, she decided to give Shy the letter, after all.
Wow! It's from Capu! A date? Oh, how exciting! I have to put on more glitter.
Apparently, the letter didn't contain the anthrax virus. Thank goodness.
Oh man, Lily, I'm so excited about meeting Capu. Should I wear something else? But what? Something with Shibuya, that's for sure. I wonder if Capu likes Shibuya too, because Shibuya is totally cool, right?
Ah, that's what I call an outstanding motif. Effective and controlled. A symbol of complete self-control. Just like the directors of this convent. This will impress the doctor. Come along, Lily. Birgit has earned another award. Her diligence and reliability will be rewarded with a celebration.
Lily almost jumped in the air with excitement. There hadn't been a celebration in the convent for a very long time. Mother Superior had already begun the ceremony when Lily entered the classroom. It was a lovely celebration. The only odd thing was that Birgit was nowhere to be seen.
And I hereby award you a Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. Your embroidering skills and excellent sense of duty are a superb example to your fellow students. You, Birgit, are a textbook example of how strict and systematic guidance can result in great achievements. Ah, Lily, follow the example of your fellow student and do some cleaning. If only all children were as conscientious as Birgit.
The celebration was very short, but Lily enjoyed it anyway. This was probably the best day of her life. Lily thought that the Girl Scouts badge was much too precious to leave lying about like that. She put it in her pocket just to be safe. The cake was meant for Birgit and no one else. Lily didn't even deserve to lick the pastry shell. The cake was Lily did. The cake was Lily. The cake was Lily. The cake was Lily. Lily didn't want to disturb the two. They deserved to enjoy the moment. Soon, they'd start to hate each other, and Shy would start losing her hair from all the grief. Ah, yes, love. The gargoyle had lost its balance long ago. Only a thin rope was stopping it from falling. Why didn't it just give up? Hooray! Lily had found Edna's firecrackers. How did they ever get up there? The hands of the school clock looked like irises, and the ornate mesh formed by the flower baskets looked like the blades of swords in a fantasy novel. They really made you want to pierce them. The gargoyle seemed to worry about its companion, but it also didn't lift a finger to stop it from falling. Typical. The gargoyle seemed to worry about its companion, but it all typical.
No, another one of them. Get lost. I'm not in the mood for jokes today. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here, right? My name is Ernest. Funny Ernest. Ha! And I applied as a child therapist here. But no, Mother Superior had already found someone else. That Dr. Marcel. A nuthouse shrink. Can you believe it? I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids, even if I knew where they were. That's what I get for retraining as a psychologist. Laughter is the best therapy. Great idea. I've been waiting for a gig for months. I should have stayed a plumber. What?
No.
Oh. You want to see a few tricks, don't you? I knew I shouldn't have said that. Okay. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a cute balloon animal, and you leave me in peace, okay? All right? What's it gonna be? The human genome? Very funny. It hasn't even been decrypted yet.
Whoa.
A giraffe, then. How original. What's wrong? It's a short-necked giraffe.
Huh.
Okay, a pterodactyl then. Always the same thing. But it's only one balloon a child.
Oh.
A wrench? Why not? I know all about wrenches. A hypercube? I don't do them anymore. They always make me dislocate my shoulder.
Ooh.
A poodle. The classic. But it's only one balloon a child.
Oh. You?
Why are you staring at my cigarettes like that? They're not for sensitive children like you. Got it? Just don't ask me about Dr. Marcel. I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids, even if I knew where they were. He's a bitter, evil man. He's known everywhere for hating children. Ever since a little girl shoved him down the stairs. Huh, serves him right. That old twit. I used to be a plumber. Now I plumb people's souls. What's so hard to understand? What? You don't like the mood I'm in? You want me to show you a few tricks now or what? I feel terrible. Because my therapy concept flopped. Laughter is the best therapy. Great idea. How rotten. Okay. I know that look. You want another balloon, right? All right. What's it gonna be? A poodle. The classic.
Lily didn't have the slightest clue how she was supposed to get the inscription off the tree. Lily did. Suka didn't seem to notice Lily. Lily didn't hold it against her. She didn't need Suka's attention, so why should she long for Suka to fall off the swing and break all her bones? There was no reason at all to have thoughts such as these. This ball of wool was a symbol of Lily. This was certainly not the ideal. Lily needed some kind. The narrator was slowly losing interest in coming up with motives for Lily. The truth of the matter was, no one.
What now? Okay. I know that look. You want another balloon, right? But it's only one balloon a child.
Oh.
A wrench? Why not? I know all about wrenches.
What Lily now did was actually void of all logic, and she could already hear uproar of the online reviewer, but she did it anyway. The online reviewers sounded a bit hoarse today. Maybe they shouldn't smoke so much. Done. Now only 2 pieces of evidence were left to completely erase Edna's tracks. The clown had just left his cigarettes here. He must have been in a great hurry. The sword was almost long enough to reach the firecrackers. But only almost. Lily needed some kind of extendable arm. It wouldn't take much to make the gargoyle completely lose its balance, but Lily didn't even have that on. Although the gargoyle seemed worried, it didn't seem to need anything, if you didn't include such things as, life. The sword may not have reached the firecrackers or the rope, but it fit perfectly into the mesh of the clock hands. So perfectly that it got stuck in there. Now what was Lily to do? Wait until the gargoyle dropped down of its own accord? She didn't have that much time. It wouldn't take much, but Lily searched once again. Lily didn't want to disturb the two. They deserved to enjoy the moment. Soon, they'd start to hate each other, and Shy would start losing her hair from all the grief. Ah, yes, love.
Finally, there you are. Lumpy's starving. Did you get the cat food?
What? And then you dare return here? Off with you! Out, out, out! Oh, how I loathe these children!
The clock in the tower sounded duller than usual today. Was it really that late already? Done. Now, only one piece of evidence was left to completely erase Edna's tracks.
What do you have there? Cigarettes? No thanks. You can keep those. Of course I smoke. I'm a real rebel, remember? But only when I'm nervous. And since my nerves are like steel, it's just a hypothetical situation. I'm a hypothetical smoker, which is actually much tougher than a regular smoker.
Lily remembered the rule. You were something like that. Shawnee didn't seem to be interested. Lily had to find some other way to impress him. Shawnee didn't. Lily had no idea, but she didn't want to quit. Maybe tomorrow. Shawnee did. Lily. Shawnee. Lily had. Done. Lily had finished all of Edna's jobs and had gotten rid of all of the evidence. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
Lily, thank God. I have a new and much more serious problem. I can't find my diary anywhere, and all my escape plans are written in it. I even drew a map where I marked my hiding place. So forget about getting rid of the evidence. No, just forget it. It wasn't important anyway. The diary now has top priority. Please, help me look for it. If Mother Superior gets her hands on it, I'm done for. It has to be somewhere around here.
Of course, Lily immediately knew what to do. She immediately knew what to do. Oh, man.
You can show me your fantastic things later. First, you should concentrate on your tasks. Until you've disposed of all 3 pieces of evidence, I'm pretty much done for.
Edna was very agitated. Lily decided not to come back until she had removed all evidence of Edna. Was that really so hard? The diary was lying right there. Or hanging, rather. The telltale drawings were dangling from the claw of a dumb, gawking pigeon. Instead of catching the pigeon, Lily wondered if she had anything in her inventory to scare it away. She would have even banged on a kettle drum if she'd had one. Instead of catching the pigeon, she would. Instead of she would. The moment Lily tried to grab the diary, the pigeon rose in the air and carried it to the roof of the convent, where it disappeared in the rafters above Mother Superior's office. Gawking certainly wasn't going to help. Once again, Lily's path led her back towards the lion's den.
I knew it! You're even too stupid to shoot at sparrows!
Lily might have missed the sparrows, but her effect on Shawnee was apparent. He actually seemed a little impressed. Shawnee seemed very anxious. Lily preferred not to talk to him in this state. She didn't want to risk him pulling out her braids. But she also needed the recipe. What could she do to get a nasty boy like Shawnee to calm down? Mother Superior had forbidden Lily from eating the deadly nightshade berries, but no one had said anything about taking them. Shawnee didn't seem... maybe he... Lily had heard that cigarettes were supposed to have a soothing effect. Hooray! What a great job Lily had done. Shawnee seemed to feel much better already. You could tell by the way his pupils were slowly rotating towards the inside.